What is up, everybody? It's Devin here at Twisted Stix TV. Me and Noah are down here at No Mercy Hunting Services in Oklahoma. We're down here for a hog hunting trip. In our free time, I figured I'd just edit some video. I recently took a fishing trip down to Julesburg Reservoir in Colorado, also known as Jumbo Lake. Me, my dad, my granddad, and my uncle went down to fish some walleye. And so typically we do archery stuff on this channel, but we figured we'd share a fishing trip with you guys, so hopefully you enjoy it. I'm going to take up a little bit of a vlog style video, so leave in the comments what you think. Hopefully you guys enjoy it.
Prairie dog holes over here. Prairie dog holes.
Drop it down and hold your thumb on the line and
Till it hits?
yeah, till it hits, and then just turn it loose for an instant. When he takes it, grab him. The first year we was in here, I was fishing with the Jess, and we were actually out in the willows in 4 and 5 foot water. The little, I don't know what you call them, I call them willows, but they grow up in that water. Green, I don't know what they are. You don't snag in them very bad.
Howdy ho.
Hey,
How's the fisherman?
I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow.
How's it going?
It goes good. You?
Doing good.
Good.
Getting a little video here.
A little video?
Well,
Not a big video?
I'll probably turn into a big one.
Okay.
Once my uncle got there, we finished setting up camp. We got some lanterns hung. We got all the coolers laid out and started setting up the tent that I was going to be staying in that night. And once we got everything set up, we headed off to bed because we were going to be getting up early the next morning.
The boys gave me this for Christmas about 15 years ago,
Yep, still works.
and I've never used it.
When I woke up and rolled out of my sleeping bag, I immediately noticed that it was very nice weather out. The temperature was perfect, so I got everything thrown on and headed out to the camper to get some breakfast. We had some cereal and some apple fritters. That was really good. And, it was also very foggy that morning, as you can see in the footage there. A whole set of clouds just kind of rolled in, and the fog set in, and it took it quite a while to roll off, really. Once the sun came out, it hung around for a little while, but eventually it cleared out, and it was just an absolutely beautiful day for fishing.
Where do you want to set this, Dad?
After untarping both of the boats, we headed off towards the boat ramp. Well, I was going to be fishing with my uncle that morning, and so I was in the car with him. My dad was with my granddad. So we got everything unloaded. We got all the boats off the ramp, and we got the trucks parked. Then they picked us up over on a different dock, and we headed off that way towards the north end of the lake. That way we could get to fishing.
Our turn? I'll wait for the rest in. Well, see a little bit of the green. The white and the yellows don't seem, but you know, that kind of stuff and this, or the green sometimes
Seem to work better.
But typically those, for whatever reason, but that kind of stuff is pretty good. Usually right off, straight out from the tip of this point right up here is a good spot.
Okay.
Once the sun started poking through the clouds, the fog cleared off, and we noticed there were a lot of other fishermen out.
Fish will start going crazy.
Uh-huh.
Seems to be a hot spot.
So far, it had been pretty slow, and then all of a sudden, we kind of knocked into them. We started getting a couple bumps on the poles, and sure enough, we had fish on.
You still on?
You get behind me here now. Bring them in. These are either getting back in the water. Reason this isn't. Nope, 14. Very good. He's kind of a yellow,
Uh-huh.
goldish yellow. It's kind of cool. So he's 16, about 17.
Pretty good. This one's got one, I think.
After trolling a little bit, we bumped back into my dad and granddad, and they actually had been catching a lot more fish than us. They were using a red head with a motor oil tail, and so we ended up switching to that. We figured it'd be a better lure to try out.
So motor oil. This is the one that's going to catch that 8-pounder, so you want to document that pretty well.
That'd be good. Did he get off? Yep, big old branch.
Why is it not surprising?
It's just our luck.
You know where the right spot is.
luck yet. Our success was pretty decent. We were reeling in quite a few fish, but they were all really small, and just some small walleye and some medium-sized crappie. But we noticed a lot of the other fishermen around were catching more fish than we were, especially my dad and granddad. We were just kind of thinking what it could be, because we were using the motor oil jigs that they had recommended, and we just weren't reeling them in the same. Nice. That's just our luck, isn't it? Then all of a sudden, without changing anything, we were using the same lures and letting out the same amount of line. Somebody just flipped the switch and we started reeling in more fish. So things started to get a lot more exciting. All of a sudden, there's one fish after another. They just start jumping in our boat. Finally got one. At one point we had a very, very heavy fish. He was a nice one. And my uncle was trying to do everything he could to get him reeled in, but somehow he darted under a tree or something, or got under a log underwater and got snagged up, and the line broke, and then he got off.
I wonder if he got wrapped around something. That's what it felt like.
Despite losing the fight with the big fish, he looked over and immediately had another fish on a different pole. So he grabbed the rod out of the rod holder and started pulling him in. Bigger. And what do you know, just when the fishing's getting hot and we're reeling in a bunch of fish, the boat breaks down. So now we gotta tow one of the two boats back to the dock. That way we can get it worked on and continue fishing later in the day. Once we figured out the problem with the boat, we got that all solved out, and we decided we'd clean up some fish that we had caught for the morning. And while we were back at camp, we also grabbed a bite to eat. We headed back out that evening for some more fishing, and it was pretty windy, really gusty winds, and we were just snagging on everything, so we weren't having a whole lot of luck. But fast forward to the morning, I was fishing with my granddad, my dad was with my uncle, and we were back on the water to catch some more fish. Looks like a nice one. Wow.
That's a record of the day. Record of the trip so far.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, he's pretty decent. 19. Another crappie. Didn't seem too big. Yep, little walleye. Got one?
That's just about perfect fishing morning.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, neat.
Yeah, he's pretty fat too.
We were reeling in a lot of fish, and we started looking around and noticed that a whole bunch of other fishermen were following us. They figured out we were in the hot spot, so they wanted to get in on it.
Need a net on this one?
No, you can go for it.
Yeah, another little one.
After catching our limit and throwing back a bunch of small ones, we decided that we had probably had enough. We had really enjoyed our time out in the water, and it had been great family time, a lot of time well spent together. And although the memories were fun, they were finally coming to an end. We headed back to camp, got a bite to eat, and we packed up camp and then headed back home. After finishing up an amazing meal of fresh fish, we prayed for safe travels home and thanked God for an amazing time in the outdoors.
Well guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and like and subscribe. Also check us out on our Instagram and Facebook pages. We have a lot of awesome content on there, including some funny stuff. So check us out at Twisted Stix TV. As I mentioned before, we're here at No Mercy Hunting Services, and so we're going to have some future episodes on our hogs going down. We actually shot some this morning, so that's pretty exciting. Check out some future episodes on the hog hunt. We'll catch you guys later.